Hi guys, I'm Ed.
And I'm Harry.
Welcome back to GameHog's discussion on VR.
Now today, Ed and I got to go to the EGX Rezzed event in London.
We did, it's very, very cool. It happens a couple of times a year, I think, and it's basically a place where a lot of indie developers and the mainstream developers come and show off some of their games. It's pretty much like GDC and things like that, but way smaller.
And the best thing about today was we got to try out the PSVR.
We did. We also got to try the new Oculus Rift consumer version, but we'll be discussing that in another video. Today, it's just the PlayStation VR.
And wow, I wasn't expecting what I thought.
No, do you know what? So because everyone's kind of thinking the Oculus and the HTC Vive rely on very powerful computers, they kind of instantly assume that it's going to put the PlayStation VR out of the running.
But
fair enough. It's a fair enough thing to assume. You couldn't be more wrong.
It was amazing. I mean, the first thing that struck me was putting it on. It was so comfy.
It's easily the most comfy headset I think we've tried.
By far.
We've now tried all of the big three. And so the HTC Vive, we didn't find any problems with comfort.
No, I mean, it was light enough, but it wasn't that comfy.
Yeah, the Oculus, slightly uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
Again, we'll discuss that in another video.
Didn't like that at all.
But the PlayStation, so nice. It's not foam, is it? It's rubber.
It's a different kind of system where it's like a ring around your head, sort of at this point and this point, and it just sort of hovers in front of your eyes, which is great because it's really comfy, really light, as I said, and it just sort of moves back and forth and just hovers in place almost.
Yeah, it kind of comes to rest over your eyes with this kind of very
really
satisfying, and the field of view, it was exceptional. It was really, really good. And we got to try two games,
We did. I can't remember. It was Riggs and London Getaway the Heist.
That's it. So we got to try kind of two different styles. So we got to try one with the headset and a controller. We also then got to try one with the headset and the Move controllers.
Do you remember those from back in 2010 when they launched?
And with your PS3.
Nothing even happened with them?
No, you got to play some weird Harry Potter book.
That's right, yeah.
That was the entire highlight of its product run.
But they're back now, and they're being used to great effect.
They are. So for those of you who don't know, the PlayStation VR is not just like what the Oculus Rift is now, where there's no controller for it other than that. But now you get the two motion controllers. The Oculus Touch will be coming out, and the HTC Vive comes bundled with
them. And it's very similar to the Vive in that, you can move them around, you can, exactly the same, you can move which way you want.
Yeah, it's perfect tracking as well. At no point did I have any issues. So the first, like we said, so the very first game we played was this one called Riggs. And basically what it is, it's imagine like mechas, but playing sport. It sounds ridiculous, but it was crazy good fun.
It's brilliant. So we used the Xbox controller for this.
Just the PlayStation controller.
Just the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, so basically it was just kind of run about, you get multiple modes, and you shoot at the enemies, and you get power-ups, and you have to jump through a hoop, and that's scoring a goal. It was quite confusing, but it was good fun.
I can see it being a fun game to play with your friends, really. It's like a team kind of sport thing. I mean, maybe even an esport one day, who knows?
Oh, dude, it could definitely be an esport. If you had something like a Virtuix Omni as well. So the second game we played was, what was it? The Heist.
I can't remember. London, The Heist.
London Getaway. That's it, yeah. It was... This is kind of a weird one, because actually on the face of it, and look, if you just watch a demo of it, you'd go, it's kind of nothing special. Kind of like Job Simulator on our HTC Vive review. It sounds really boring. It doesn't look very exciting, but because you're in it and because you've got the controls, you're opening glove boxes, getting out ammo, sliding into your gun and shooting at people. It was so immersive, and you don't care. You just don't care.
It was brilliant. I think this is the one that's going to come bundled with the PSVR itself. It's like a demo on the disc.
Yes.
And what a game to demo. It demonstrates exactly why VR is so much fun. Because you're in a getaway car escaping from the police who start driving all sides of you and you're trying to shoot them, and you can open doors and shoot out of the doors, and it's just great.
It was very, very immersive in that. I think, do you know what? I think VR needs the motion controls.
It has to.
Because playing with that controller, whilst, I'm not saying that it wasn't fun. Riggs was a great game. I really did enjoy playing it, especially looking about. But it's nowhere near as immersive without those controllers. And doing all of that, I really lost myself in the game for a good few moments.
And you know what? It was fun, and that's what VR should be. It's fun. Yeah, great fun. I don't know what else to say. I wasn't expecting PSVR to be this good, and it was fun.
I think that's what made this even better, was we probably went in with lower expectations. Again, not because of anything negative, but because the PlayStation is a lower spec thing than a PC that'd be running Oculus.
Speaking of which, the only one bad thing I could say about PSVR was graphically it didn't seem quite as impressive as the Vive or the Oculus.
Sure.
But not the end of the world, because when you're that immersed, it doesn't matter.
So you did have a slight visual issue during the heist.
I thought a few of the cars didn't look as solid as they could have done. They looked a bit sort of like they were rendering. I don't know the term for it, but it didn't look as graphically intense as a PS4 game, for example. Another thing that was great, you know, you didn't have any lag. It felt very natural, moving your head around, even more so than say the Vive or the Oculus, which again wasn't expecting that, but
Absolutely.
that was the case.
I completely agree, and it really has surprised me. Maybe, like I said, because we went in with very slightly lower expectations, but honestly,
There you are.
I'm going to buy
Happy
one.
to be surprised.
I'm definitely going to buy one. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed this video on the PlayStation VR. Keep an eye out for our next video, which will be us discussing the Oculus Rift, which we also got to try at EGX.
If you tried it yourself, please let us know what you thought in the comments below, because honestly, like us, we were blown away. Didn't expect that. And,
Absolutely. If you've got any questions for us about all the headsets that we've tried, do again ask us down in the comment section, because we'd love to answer them for you. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, Z's.
Or draw a giant flaming penis like you
I did that, yeah.
He was very proud of that.
Let's be frank, the first thing you're going to try and draw when you get into 3D virtual reality. It looks pretty nice, actually. It's kind of like Space Blackpool, in a way.
Space Blackpool.
I'm looking at a Space Blackpool tower over there.